Hi, Stella. You there?
Hey, Mom. Good morning. Did you forget something at home?
No, I need you to do something for me.
Okay, what's that?
I'm gonna have a long day at work today, so I'll need you to cook something for us to eat before I get back.
Oh, I don't think I'll be able to cook, but I can order in.
What? Order in? Why on earth would you do that?
I don't have the time to cook, Mom. I've got work to do.
This is what you always say, yet all I see you do is hunch over your computer doing nothing.
Could you please stop calling what I do nothing? Just because my job is remote doesn't make it any less important.
Don't give me that. You've always been the lazy type. You refuse to get a real job and you still won't help out in the house. Do you just want to freeload off your sister and I forever?
Freeload? How can you say that, Mom? I pay my share of the bills in this house. I also contribute to the rent. Where do you think I get the money from?
I don't know. There are a lot of things you girls do online these days. Lazy girls like you who refuse to get a real job. Why can't you be more like Maggie?
Here we go again. Why does everything always have to circle back to her?
You should be ashamed of yourself, Stella. You're her big sister, and you should be a good example to her. Good thing she doesn't follow your footsteps and she has a real job.
LOL, you mean the job you gave her?
At least she's making an effort. That's way more than I can say for you. Anyway, make sure you cook before your sister and I get back. Try and be a little useful in the house, okay?
I've already told you I'll be ordering in.
And I said no. Do as you were told, or there will be hell to pay.
Hey sis, what's up?
I'm doing good. What about you?
I'm okay. I'm in a bit of a bind and I kinda need your help.
What happened this time around? You need some money again?
No, it's not that kind of favor. If you go to my room, on the bed you'll find a blue gown. Can you wash it for me?
Seriously?
I really need to wear it to a work function that will be held tomorrow. A lot of bigwigs will be there and I want to impress them.
When will you and Mom understand that I have a lot on my plate as well? Anyways, no worries. I'll do that for you. I'll chuck it into the washing machine and it'll be dry and ready for you before you return.
About that. You can't use the washing machine. It will ruin the dress. It's made of velvet and it's bad for machine washing.
So, what are you saying?
Hand washing would be okay.
I don't have the time for that, Mag. You knew you had a function, so why didn't you wash it yourself?
There was no time. I'm always busy, you know?
Busy? You spent the whole of last night watching Netflix.
Come on. Just do this for me, will you? It's not like you've got a lot on your hands.
You and Mom just keep doing this. Downplay my work just because it's remote? This has to stop.
That is not what is important, sis. We are talking about my dress here, not you.
You're just being selfish. You're not thinking about my own work, are you? I would have been okay with doing a load because it's quick, but I don't have time to hand wash your dress.
Just do this for me, sis. Thank you.
I'm not doing it, Maggie.
Nah, you'll do it. Thanks again. Stella? How dare you? Stella! Answer me.
What's it? Why all these missed calls from you? Is something wrong?
How can you ask me that after what you did to me?
What are you talking about?
Didn't you hear me knocking on your door a few minutes ago?
I slept late, so I woke up late. What was it that you wanted?
I just got back home and I realized you didn't wash my clothes as I asked.
Why didn't you come home last night?
I spent the night at Lizzie's place. We were making plans for the event. Since we are asking questions, it's my turn to ask. Why didn't you wash the blue gown?
See, I already took Mom's nonsense last night because of dinner. I'm not going to take any from you. I'm not your maid.
Do you know what this is costing me? The event starts at 12. Now I can't attend. I'll never forgive you for this.
How is that my fault? You knew you had something important to attend and you only thought of the clothes the day before the event. Who does that? And you could have come home last night and washed it instead of staying at your friend's.
Of course. Blame me. I trusted you, as my sister, to come through for me, and you failed. How could you betray me like this? And for what? So you can do nothing on your laptop all day?
I am tired of trying to get you to respect me, Maggie. The only person you have to blame for your predicament is yourself.
No, this is your fault. And I won't let this go just like that.
Are you threatening me?
You'll pay for what you did to me.
Seriously? Do your worst, Maggie.
We'll see about that. By the time I'm done with you, you'll see if all those games you play on your laptop all day will come to your rescue.
We'll see.
Stella, how can you be so rude and ungrateful to your sister?
Rude? Ungrateful? What do you mean? What has my younger sister ever done for me to be grateful to her? Besides making my life miserable, of course.
Don't speak that way about her. You have no idea what she goes through each day at work, the stress she endures, and you have the nerve to pile on more stress on her? How dare you?
I see you've already taken her side, not even bothering to know what truly happened.
Oh, I know. You could have helped her out, but because you are a vindictive and malicious girl, you didn't. And now, who knows what benefits she will miss out on as a result?
I told her I wasn't going to do it. That is on her, not me.
You're not even showing remorse for what you did.
That is because I didn't do anything wrong, Mom.
You know what? I'm done with all this. I can't keep on living with a daughter that has no regard for her family. You are to move out of the house before noon tomorrow.
What? You're kicking me out?
Why are you surprised? You should have seen this coming.
Mom, how can you do this to me? Where will I go?
I don't care. Maybe you can consider living in that laptop of yours you never want to let go of.
This is so not fair, Mom.
Neither is what you did to your sister.
She put you up to this, didn't she?
I am actually trying to help you. I am sure when you start living on your own, you will get a real job.
Mom, you really need to rethink this. Mom? Good morning, Mom. How was your night?
What is good about the morning? Have you moved out yet?
I thought you might have changed your mind about it.
Why the hell would I do that?
Mom, I have nowhere to go. You'll be kicking me out onto the streets. Are you forgetting I'm your daughter?
You are really ungrateful. You know that, right? It's now that things are not going in your favor that you remember you're my daughter? Yet, when I ask you to do simple things, you'll refuse.
Mom, I told you I'm always working.
Great, then you shouldn't have any problem paying your rent.
I can't afford that right now. Can you at least extend the date for me?
Nah, the time you are spending here to beg could have been used to hasten your relocation. Noon is noon, Stella. My decision is final.
Mom, do not do this to me. I have nowhere to go. Please.
You deserve everything that is happening to you. Do you remember that? It was what you said to your poor sister that made her cry. Now you see how the tables have turned, have you not?
I guess there is no changing your mind, then, is there?
Not a chance.
In that case, I'll leave. Just know that I'll never forget this.
That's your business. I just want you out by noon.
Hi, sis. Stella, it's me, your sister.
Maggie? Wow, what a surprise.
It's been so long since we spoke. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, actually. Thank you for asking.
You were supposed to ask me how I am doing after I ask you. That is what courtesy demands.
But I'm not interested in knowing, so why should I ask?
I can see you haven't changed much.
Actually, I've changed a lot since you and Mom kicked me out. I'm sure you know this already, because you're reaching out to me.
Who doesn't? There is no need to brag.
I believe I've earned some bragging rights, don't you? You both thought I was doing nothing, but I developed an app that became a big hit. I'm pretty sure you have the app on your phone. It was bought for $2 billion by a conglomerate. I think I'm allowed to be proud of it.
Yeah, you're a billionaire. We get it. I'm happy for you. Truly.
Oh, thank you.
I have a favor to ask. There's this trip I have to go to for work. Top names in our industry will be there. And if I can make it, it will improve my chances of getting promoted. So, can you give me some money?
Honestly, do you think I'll be foolish enough to give you money? The last time you asked me for a favor, I lost my home and my family. I'm not giving you a penny.
Come on, you're a billionaire. This won't hurt you at all.
You're right, it wouldn't. I could sponsor the trip for everyone in your company, and it wouldn't even make a dent. Still, I won't do it. You hurt me for no good reason. Why would I help?
Come on, sis. Don't be like this.
Made up my mind. Goodbye.
Sis, hold on. Stella.
Hi, Stella, dear. How are you? Yes, it's me. How are you?
I'm peachy. And you?
Things are not going great with us. Your sister Maggie lost her job, and the little I'm making is not enough for the both of us.
Lost her job? When did she lose it?
About 3 months ago.
So she lied to me the last time she chatted me up? Just to get money from me? Wow.
You have to understand, we're almost destitute as it is. You need to step up, as my daughter and Maggie's sister.
Do you not remember what you guys did to me 3 years ago? You kicked me out of my home and sent me out onto the streets. Now you remember I'm your daughter?
Stella, I'm your mother. Don't do this to me. You used to be very generous.
I am still generous. I gave a lot of money to a few charities that care for orphans and widows, but you won't get a penny from me.
Is this about you moving out? I'm sorry, but look on the bright side. It all worked out well for you.
Move out. I was kicked out.
Please, Stella, no amount is too small.
Bye, Mom. Say bye to Maggie for me as well. I don't want anything to do with you guys.
Stella, hold on. Let's think about this. Don't do this. Stella.
Block my mother and sister across all platforms so they wouldn't be able to reach me ever again. I want nothing to do with them, just as they wanted nothing to do with me 3 years ago. They were not there when I needed them the most. You don't need to keep toxic people in your life just because they're family.
OMG, Casey! Guess what just happened to me? You'll never believe it.
What? You've just discovered the joys of moisturizer? Because I really hope that's why you're so excited. Your skin could really do with it.
What? No. Darren's just proposed to me! Isn't that great?
You're engaged?
Yeah! I'm so happy right now. I literally can't stop smiling.
Uh-huh. That's great.
Geez, I thought you'd be a little bit more excited for me. I mean, it's not every day that your little sister gets engaged, you know?
Yeah, well, to be honest, I'm kind of annoyed.
Huh? Annoyed? Why?
Well, let's face it. I'm so much prettier and smarter and generally just better than you. So how come you're the one who's getting engaged and I'm still single?
Well, maybe it has something to do with that terrible attitude of yours. I don't think any man wants to be with someone who's so big-headed and enjoys putting other people down to try and make themselves feel better. I mean, I've literally just told you that I'm going to be getting married and all you can think about is yourself. It's so selfish of you. I thought that you'd be happy for me. Instead, it almost seems like you'd rather I'd not be engaged at all.
Well, to be honest, yeah, I'd rather you weren't engaged. As the little sister, you really should have waited until I was married before you did anything. I mean, it's only polite to do so. It's almost like you're trying to rub it in my face that you're getting married before me. As the more successful and older sister, you really should have talked to me first, before anything happened. I'm kind of hurt that you didn't.
Are you serious? You seriously think that I should have asked your permission to get engaged, just so that you wouldn't feel bad? That is so self-centered of you.
Well, why else would you tell me that you're engaged?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe because I wanted to share one of the biggest days of my life with my sister? You know, I don't even know why I bothered. You couldn't even be bothered to meet my partner. You still don't know what he looks like. Honestly, I thought that this might make you open your eyes and decide to be a nice big sister for a change. To actually support me in something that is incredibly important to me. Guess I was wrong about that.
Well, excuse me for not being ecstatic that my little sister is getting married before me. And no, I haven't been bothered to get to know your partner because I really couldn't care less what he was like. I bet he's just some mediocre, ugly loser who works a dead-end office job and earns like $15,000 a year. Why would I want to associate myself with someone so low-class like that? I'm a doctor, Lucy. I have standards. Something you apparently don't have. I mean, what kind of name is Darren anyway?
You know what? Whatever. Forget I even said anything. In fact, forget that I'm even getting married because you're definitely not invited to the wedding.
What?
If you're too good to even meet my fiancé and get to know him, why should I invite you to a wedding that, in your words, is just going to be filled with low-class people anyway?
Fine then. You're doing me a favor by not making me be there. I won't have to be bored all night long with a bunch of idiots hitting on me.
As if they'd hit on you.
Besides, I bet you're just scared that I'll show you up on your wedding day. That I'm going to look so much better than you that everybody's eyes will be on me and not you. Hey, you're probably scared that even your fiancé will want to be with me as soon as he sees me and that he'd ditch you in a heartbeat for me. Maybe I should come just to see that happen. It would be hilarious.
He would never do that. He loves me. Besides, you might look pretty, but as soon as you opened your mouth, he'd see just how ugly you actually are, and he'd run a mile in the opposite direction just to get away from you.
Ugh, well, you're stupid.
Great comeback.
Shut up! I'm done talking to you. I hope your wedding is awful and that everything bad that can happen does.
Thanks, Casey. And I hope that I never have to see your face again, because you're definitely not my sister with how horrible you've acted basically my entire life. I don't need someone as vile as you in my life.
Well, I don't need some needy, bratty little sister who's always hogging everyone's attention in my life.
Hogging everyone's attention? Seriously? That's you.
Whatever. Leave me alone.
Gladly. Lucy, how dare you? Mom? How could you do that to your sister? How could you be so horrible and thoughtless? What are you on about? You're getting married! How dare you? You're not seriously angry that I'm getting married, are you? You're my mom. I thought you'd be happy for me. Well, you thought wrong. What you're doing is so incredibly horrible to your sister. I demand you call the wedding off immediately. You need to wait until Casey is married first. Only then can you even think about it yourself. You're the younger sister, so you need to do as me and your big sister say. No, I'm not going to call off my wedding simply because you and Casey are acting insane. I don't have to listen to either of you, and I certainly don't have to wait to get married until Casey has. What I do with my life is entirely up to me. Why, you ungrateful little girl. Look, your sister has you beat in every aspect. However, if you get married before her, then all you're doing is making her look bad. Like she can't get a husband. I don't want that happening. Understood? The only reason why she hasn't got a husband yet is because she's been focusing on her career as a doctor. It's incredibly difficult work, and she's needed to give all of her attention to it. She shouldn't be punished for doing that. After all, what have you done with your life, huh? You're nothing but a failed painter with nothing to show for it. So just accept you're nothing compared to her. Call off the wedding and let your sister do what she needs to, okay? Maybe you could even introduce your fiancé to Casey. I'm sure they hit it off. I mean, she has the looks and the brains for it. Surely he wouldn't be able to resist her charms. No, that's not happening. And unless you have something nice to say to me, don't bother talking to me again. God, I can't believe it's taken me this long to see just how toxic you both are. I mean, I always knew that you preferred Casey over me, but to this extent? It's ridiculous. I'll tell you what I told Casey. Don't bother coming to my wedding because you're not invited. I'm just thankful that my mother-in-law is so much nicer than you. Well, She must be an idiot then not to see just how pathetic you are. I don't even want to come to your wedding if it's full of morons who actually like you. Nice, Mom. Real nice. I'm done with both you and Casey. Have a nice life, because I definitely won't be keeping in touch. Likewise.
Hey Mom, can you actually believe that Lucy seriously hasn't invited us to her wedding?
I know, right? I mean, how ungrateful can you get? I brought her into this world.
I haven't even met her fiancé.
Me neither.
Well, shouldn't we get to have a say about who she's marrying? She is my little sister and your youngest daughter, after all. We should be making sure that whoever she's marrying actually knows what he's getting into, and that I'm still available if he'd rather be with someone much better.
LOL, that's true. Maybe you should make a surprise appearance. Just to make sure that everything goes well, you know? Wouldn't want something bad to happen on her wedding day.
Oh, totally. And if I just so happen to show up in a wedding dress that's much nicer than hers, well, it's just an accident. No one told me that I couldn't wear it.
LOL. Oh, you should totally do that. It would be so hilarious. And if I just accidentally managed to ruin her dress by spilling something on it, well, it's just an accident, isn't it?
Too true. Okay, so it's sorted. We're actually going to do this?
Definitely. It will teach her to try and show you up. I'll have to remember to bring my camera so I can take a photo of her face when she realizes what's happening.
If you do that, then I might just have to have it printed out for myself.
Okay then. I guess I'll see you there.
OMG, Lucy? How could you? Why didn't you tell me who you were marrying? Oh God, I'm so embarrassed. Not to mention that my job is basically over. I can't believe what just happened. Lucy, you need to answer me right now. I need you to set things right for me.
Huh? Casey? Why would I do that? I mean, you literally just showed up at my wedding wearing a wedding dress to try and show me up. Why would I help someone who was actively trying to ruin the most special day of my life?
Because you never told me that you were marrying my boss. If I had known that, I never would have done anything like this.
No. Instead, you just have tried to steal him from me, right?
Honestly, yes, I would have. You don't deserve to be with someone like him. He's cute and incredibly wealthy because his dad owns a series of hospitals, one of which I work at. How on earth did you even meet him, let alone get him to fall in love with you?
I met him when I injured myself about a year ago. I had to go and get stitches at the hospital, and he was the one who took care of me. We began talking, and after I was discharged, we decided to go on a date. Things just went from there.
Well, why didn't you tell me that was who you were marrying?
I asked if you wanted to meet him. You said that you couldn't be bothered. I figured, why should I continue to tell you anything about my life when you clearly didn't care?
But now I've made a complete fool out of myself by turning up in a wedding dress at my boss's wedding. Everyone's going to think that I'm some stupid idiot. Either that or a really horrible sister.
Well, they wouldn't be wrong on either accounts, would they?
Lucy, this isn't funny. You need to sort this out with them. Tell him that it was just a joke or something. That you dared me to do it.
No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to make excuses and save your backside when you had every intention of ruining my wedding. You've been nothing but horrible to me my entire life, and now it looks like karma's finally got you back.
I could lose my job.
Well, that's your fault, isn't it?
Oh God, the owner of the hospital is calling me. This is bad.
Oh, my new father-in-law? He's a nice man. Fair and doesn't take any rubbish from anyone. Good luck trying to wriggle your way out of this one.
Lucy!
I've got a wedding reception to get to, so I'm going to go. Oh, before I do you reckon Mom would give me the photo she got of your face when you realized what was happening? I bet it's hilarious.
This isn't funny.
Yeah, it kind of is. Anyway, my new husband is calling me, so I'm going to go and enjoy the rest of my day with the man that I love. Have a nice life, Casey, because this is the last time I'm going to talk to you after what you and Mom tried to do today. Goodbye.
No, wait, Lucy. This is your fault, so you need to sort it out. Please.
The rest of my wedding went on without any hiccups. It was one of the best days of my life for many reasons. Not only did I get to marry the man that I love, but my sister and my mom both got what they deserved for all the times they were so vile to me. Casey was fired from her job at the hospital as, unsurprisingly, she should have actually been at work the day that she crashed my wedding. She had lied about being ill to take the day off, something that her boss was definitely not pleased about. As for my mom, she was so humiliated that she couldn't go out without one of her friends commenting on her behavior and what had happened. They all sided with me and told her that what she tried to do was completely disgusting. Casey is currently looking for a new job, but considering that all of the major hospitals in the area belong to my husband's father, it's not going as well as she'd like. As for me, I'm living happily with my new husband, and we're even expecting our first baby. We honestly couldn't be happier.